Picture this, Monday morning, February 23rd, 2026. Wall Street is about to have one of the most dramatic days in recent memory. Triggered not by war, not by an economic crisis, but by a single blog post. A company called Anthropic publishes an announcement at 9 a.m. And by end of the day, IBM, a 113-year-old technology giant, records its worst single-day stock crash in 25 years. $31 billion wiped off IBM's market cap in one day because of one AI tool. And here is why this matters directly to you, especially if you are in India's IT sector. IBM employs over 1 lakh people in India alone. That's 1/3 of its entire global workforce, sitting in Bangalore, Pune, Hyderabad, Chennai and Delhi NCR. So this isn't just a Wall Street story. This is about a career, your industry and seismic shift that is happening right now. Let's break it down. Before we get into the story, let's look at the scale of what happened. IBM stock fell 13.2%. How much? 13.2% on a single day on February 23rd, 2026. And according to Bloomberg, that's IBM's steepest single day drop since October 2000. The dot-com crash era. $31 billion in market cap, gone in one trading session. And it did not stop there. For the full month of February 2026, IBM was down 27%, on pace for its worst monthly performance since 1968. Now, why? To understand the crash, you need to know one word, that is COBOL. Common business-oriented language, created in 1959 before India launched its first satellite. And yet, in 2026, 91% of ATM transactions in the US still run on COBOL. The core banking system of banks globally, from SBI to JP Morgan, run on COBOL. Airlines, governments, insurance companies, COBOL backends everywhere. Anthropic's own blog states this plainly. Hundreds of billions of lines of COBOL are running in production every single day. So what is the problem? The engineers who wrote this code have retired. Universities stopped teaching COBOL decades ago. There is a severe global shortage of COBOL developers. And this is where IBM built an enormous profitable business. Thousands of consultants, many in India, deployed to help corporations maintain and modernize their COBOL systems. For IBM India, this was a core revenue stream. For thousands of Indian IT professionals, this was their job. The entire kingdom is now under direct attack. So what exactly did Anthropic announce on February 23rd? They launched a Claude Code, an AI tool that can automatically read legacy COBOL code, understand it, document it, and even convert it into modern languages like Java or Python. Think about what that replaces. Previously, a COBOL modernization project for a major bank could take 3 to 5 years. It required armies of consultants and specialized developers. Companies like IBM would charge tens of millions of dollars for this work. Claude Code now does what used to take human analysts months in a matter of hours. And Anthropic did not stop there. They also released a free code modernization playbook, a step-by-step guide for any company to modernize their legacy systems using AI, that too without needing expensive consultants. This wasn't just product launch. This was a direct declaration that IBM's multi-billion-dollar COBOL consulting business model could be obsolete. fact, Anthropic said it plainly on their blog on February 23rd, and I want to read this to you exactly as written. It says, legacy code modernizing stalled for years because understanding legacy code cost more than rewriting it. This is Anthropic official blog. That's it. That is the sentence that wiped $31 billion from IBM's market cap. Let that sink in. So how did the market react? Beyond IBM's 13.2% crash, IBM wasn't the only one hit. Accenture fell, Cognizant fell, CrowdStrike, Zscaler also dropped because alongside the Claude Code, Anthropic also launched Claude Code Security, a tool to scan code for vulnerabilities. Investors started asking the obvious question: if Claude Code can do this work automatically, why would any company pay IBM or Accenture millions to do it manually? Now, is this an overreaction? IBM pushed back immediately. Their position: decades of hardware, software integration and institutional knowledge cannot be replaced simply by moving code from one language to another. And that's a fair point. COBOL isn't just code, it is an entire ecosystem of processors, hardware, compliance layers and institutional memory. And IBM has its own AI for exactly this problem. Watsonx Code Assistant for Z launched in 2023 specifically for COBOL to Java conversion. More on that shortly. But the investor panic was real. The signal from the market was very clear. The nature of IBM's business is under threat. Now let's talk about what this means for India. And I want you to give the real numbers here. IBM India has over 1 lakh employees, approximately 100,000 people, and that's roughly 1/3 of IBM's entire global workforce of 2,70,000 employees. The major hubs: Bengaluru, Pune, Hyderabad, Chennai and Delhi NCR. Thousands of these employees work directly in COBOL, mainframe systems and legacy code modernization. Exactly the work Claude Code is now threatening. India is IBM's largest single employment hub in the world. When IBM feels pressure on its consulting revenues, India feels it first and the hardest. This isn't abstract, this is personal. And here is the context that makes this even more serious. IBM was already on a layoff trajectory before Anthropic made this announcement. September 2024, IBM cut 8,000 to 10,000 jobs globally, and according to Business Today, AI was already replacing back office and HR roles. March 2025, another 5,000 to 7,000 positions eliminated. CIO magazine reported this was tied to slowing Red Hat growth. Late 2025, what IBM described as a low single-digit percentage of the global workforce, that's another 2,700 to 5,400 positions removed. Now add to this the Anthropic threat to their core COBOL consulting revenue stream. The question is no longer if IBM will restructure further, but when and how much of that restructuring affects India. Now I want to speak directly to freshers, recent graduates and anyone who was told that COBOL or mainframe skills are the safe path. For years, learning COBOL was marked as the path to job security. COBOL developers are rare, therefore valuable. IBM and other IT firms actively recruited people into these roles. If you invested significant time into these skills expecting a 15 to 20-year career, the landscape has changed significantly. That's hard to hear, but it's better to face it now than when contracts start dying up in 2 or 3 years. Now, a critical caveat. This is not a you are done tomorrow situation. Banks and governments do not migrate mission critical systems overnight. Regulatory compliance, data integrity, and institutional inertia all create a significant buffer. You have a window, probably 2 to 5 years. The question is, what do you do with it? Before we spiral into the doom, let's take a step back and look at the full picture. IBM is not a naive company. This is a 130-year-old institution, and they have survived the PC revolution, the internet era, the cloud migration wave, and the mobile transformation. They have faced existential threats before. IBM's Watsonx platform, their enterprise AI suite, is already generating real revenue. Specifically for COBOL, Watsonx Code Assistant for Z is live, adopted by major financial institutions and actively developed. The market also seems to believe the initial crash was an overreaction. Most analysts maintain a price target of around $327 for IBM, nearly 50% above where it was trading post-crash. IBM's story is not over, but it is transforming. And the nature of what IBM needs from India's workforce is going to look very different in 5 years. And IBM's own CEO Arvind Krishna addressed the AI and jobs question directly. Here's what he told Business Today, and I will read it exactly as he said it. While we have done a huge amount of work inside IBM on leveraging AI and automation on certain enterprise workflows, our total employment has actually gone up. That is CEO of IBM, Arvind Krishna. His argument is that AI eliminates certain tasks, but the efficiency gains allow IBM to take on more work, grow revenue, and ultimately create new types of jobs in consulting, AI integration, and enterprise sales. Whether that plays out for India's IBM workforce specifically, that's the question to watch closely. Let's get practical. I'm going to talk about how it's going to affect for 3 different types of people associated in the IT industry. If you are already at IBM or a similar IT firm on COBOL or legacy systems, don't panic. Nothing collapses overnight, but use the runway that you have. Start learning cloud platforms, AWS, Azure, or GCP. Get into API development, learn Python or Java. Most importantly, learn to use AI coding tools yourself. The professionals who will survive are those who work alongside the AI, not those who resist it. Now, the freshers. The freshers are recent graduates entering the IT market. Avoid building your entire career identity around COBOL or mainframe skills. Focus on full stack development, cloud computing, AI and ML engineering, data engineering, and cybersecurity. These fields are growing precisely because AI made them more valuable, not less. Now, for those who are currently unemployed, studying, or considering a career switch, this is actually the best time to build a relevant skill set from the scratch. Anthropic, Google, Microsoft, and AWS all offer free and affordable AI and cloud courses. Build something. Open a GitHub account, create one project, deploy one app. A demonstrable project matters more than most certifications today. So here are the 6 skills areas for you to focus on. They are valuable because AI will accelerate them and not replace them. First, cloud computing. AWS, Azure, GCP, every company is moving there, and AI runs on cloud. Then your AI and ML engineering. Python, TensorFlow, working with LLM APIs like Claude or GPT, this is the new infrastructure layer. Then comes the full stack development. The full stack development, you work on React, Node, APIs, apps, and products still need to be built. Then the data engineering. You work on SQL, Spark, Kafka. AI needs clean data pipelines, and this role has never been more critical. And moving on to cybersecurity, growing rapidly because AI introduces the new attack surfaces. Companies need this expertise urgently. Then the AI prompting tools. Claude Copilot, Gemini, knowing how to leverage AI tools effectively is itself a skill that's becoming a baseline requirement. The barrier to entry for these fields has never been lower. The opportunity has never been bigger. So the AI shift is our next defining moment. So let me close this with a bigger picture. This isn't just IBM and Anthropic figuring it out. This is a reminder delivered loudly by a $31 billion market event that technology shifts don't wait for anyone. Every 10 to 15 years, the rules of the game change completely, and people who saw it coming, adopted and upskilled, they came out ahead. Those who did not. India has been here before. In the 1990s, when the global IT boom hit, Indian engineers were ready. We became the world's technology talent pool. We built the global IT backbone. This moment right now in 2026 is India's chance to do it again. Not as the back office of the old tech world, but as a core contributor to the AI first world. The COBOL era is ending. The IBM is shaking. But India's talent, it can fit anywhere if we choose to adopt. And that was the story on the Anthropic disruption. For more such stories, keep watching MKR Unplugged. This is Mohan Krishnarao signing off. Thanks for watching.